Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the episode of PATTAY'S Performance. If you guys follow me on Instagram, which there is no excuse that you do not follow me on Instagram, because if you follow the channel, Instagram correlates with my channel per se, and there's a lot of things I do on my Instagram that I can't do on the channel. So definitely check out PATTAY'S Performance. But in the meantime, I picked these up like midweek. There's a third lawnmower too, and I'll take it to the third lawnmower. A little busy today. This was the third lawnmower. Craftsman Platinum. Not running, of course. Says it was smoking. Parked it, and that was it. I originally came to buy this because it looked brand new in the pictures. This was on there too, which is basically explains everything, part number all. So I'm like, oh man, this thing's brand new. I got to this house. I seen crap all over the place. Oh man, what's going on here? He's moving. Alright, I get it. So then I asked him if he's selling anything else. So, what we have here, the lawnmower. And he had the other Craftsman. He said he was just going to throw everything out because it doesn't run. Let me throw it out. I'll take it. And he says, no, make me an offer. I said, you said you were just going to throw it out. So anyway, tried starting it. I ended up giving him an extra 20 bucks for both lawnmowers. So I got 80 bucks into everything. This right here runs. This should be choke. 1, 2, 3, key in. Which is amazing because he says that he uses True Fuel, and there's no, basically like an ethanol-free, prepaid mixture of, like just ethanol-free gas that you pay for, right? So let's just see. It's like comes in a can. Which is amazing because here in Long Island, New York, ethanol-free gas where I live is not popular at all. You have to go all the way out east, where the closest place to me is in West Babylon, and that's $9.99 a gallon. No thank you. Not worth it. So, this machine had gas in it, but he couldn't start it. I kept my mouth shut. It's not my problem. That's in the off position. So let's turn it on. This is going to be the first start. Alright, air filter's okay. This has some rust on it. It's an HRX217HXA. Now, I already looked up the value on this. This thing is $800. How the f do you not know or remember how to operate an $800 lawnmower? But, I think that should be enough to let the fuel flow through it. He said he put some gas in here, and I don't know, what does it smell like? Ooh, that smells a little tangy. Let me get some fresh fuel in there. Sure can. Check the oil. This is when the $800 lawnmower will blow up. Dirty. We'll take care of that. This thing has, let me start this up, if we can. Hopefully. Because remember, now this has a blade clutch. I should be able to start it with that. your hydrostatic transmission. And you could, because it's hydrostatic, you could adjust this while you're mowing. Choke your speed lever. Stop. Okay. Now this is your blade clutch. You have to push this button down. That activates the blade. See that? And watch what happens when I let go. That pops up. This clutch right here is for your speed. So you could hold this down and this down without the blade spinning. But as soon as you clock in this lever, the blades are engaged. Here is your automatic. I don't know why they're different levels. And that seems stuck. So let's see. Oh, that's full of. Oh shit. Look at this. Oh my god. Alright, let's see what we got here. Why isn't this working? There is a lot of stuff going on. My wife is going to kill me. I should have just. Oh boy. Let's see. This. Oh. I think we're just going to have to work this. There's something in the way. I'm going to put you guys on the camera. I'm sure I'm vibrating you guys a lot. That was a close one. I should have checked. So there's this lever. There we go. It's coming. He's working his help. Okay, we're going to tilt this on muffler side down as usual. And we will see. We have here. Okay. Let's get your take off the stand. It's an $800 machine. You're going to get your dual blade signature series polymer deck that will never rust out. Here's your hydrostatic transmission. And that's your drain plug. That's your belt. Here's your blade clutch. Your cable for the blade clutch. And let's see. The chute deflector comes in. Oh, okay. See that? This plastic here. See this piece here? This is your chute deflector. Wow, so you can control how much you mulch and how much you don't. Alright. Let me get this thing cleaned up. We're going to start servicing this thing. Put this baby up for sale. Let's see what happens. $500. So, yeah, just got this thing cleaned up. Listed it for sale. So, I don't know. Should I do a tune-up on it? Should I show you guys how to tune this thing up? What do you think? Yes? No? Maybe so? Let's do it. So, I'm going to get this lawnmower nice and hot. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Sorry about that. Alright guys, so I had the machine running for about 10 minutes. I got my mobile oil change rigged, hooked up. So it should be nice and easy. Although I have to answer a couple of phone calls. So the oil might be a little bit cool down, but it should be alright. This thing's nice and hot. This oil should take less than a minute to get sucked out. Let's see. I'll tell right off the bat. Now the interesting thing about Honda, right? Honda takes 10W30. Even their lawnmower, even their snowblower takes 10W30. They sit this 2.0. Hear the pump change volumes. That's when you know if you're sucking oil in there. And the oil's actually not that hot, because I know when I get it real hot, this hose, you can feel it. But that's alright. Spill free. I have too much time, guys. done. So what you do is, because I'm pumping it out, I like to take the lawnmower and I tilt it towards the dipstick side. So that means all the oil will go towards the dipstick. You see that? It just picked up a little bit more. I like to work it up and down. That's it. Oil changes down. Pump in the hose. Take the pump off. Oh, like this down here. Now when we go underneath, some lawnmowers have a drain plug on the bottom. I don't like doing that because sometimes I don't feel like opening up Pandora's box. You gotta remember, that drain plug is exposed to all the elements, hot, cold, wet, grass. You shouldn't be cutting your grass wet, right? You know that. I hope you know that. If you don't know that, now you know. So let's wheel this back over. Put the lawnmower on its muffler side down, right, so you can expose the blades. Here's your dual blade setup. Is there a drain plug? I do not see. Actually, that might be a drain plug. No, I'm going to sit there and say a big fat no. Even if there is, don't do it. Pump it out, suck it out, tilt it over on its side. Maybe we'll get some sockets. Alright, get an impact on my Milwaukee M12. Remember, it's a Honda, so it's metric. 14 millimeter. Zip. And zip. Here are your blades. Not too bad. I'm going to sharpen these. We'll bring these back to life. Heck this guy do to me? See that? So sharpen these up, 30-degree angle. I'm going to be using a die grinder and a vise. That's it. I'll be back. This guy's set up on my vise. Wrench grinder with the flap disc. We're going to hit it with a 30-degree angle. Alright? Here's the first blade. It's done. I do not balance blades. I do not. I refuse to. Not necessary. Alright, this is probably the last time these blades should be sharpened, depending how the next person uses the lawnmower. If this was my personal machine, I would probably sharpen them, save them for, leaf season, mulching leaves and stuff like that. But for cutting grass, I'd buy new ones. Now, I've never seen this style blade with the wing tipped. They're a little bit different than the ones I've seen. You could actually buy them relatively reasonable at Home Depot. So, because I'm reselling this machine, obviously the less I spend, the more I make. That's where it's going to be at. So, like I said, these blades will work. There's nothing wrong with them. We're going to sharpen them. We're going to bring them to new life, but that's it. We're done. Now, if you guys like to see, what I like to do is just give one pass to establish a line, and then I start to make this even. You see here, this blade should really be replaced because the edge is worn on the outside. But we're going to establish a new edge. This one was pretty good. This one we didn't have to establish a new edge. It was right at that cusp. camera died. I'm not sure where we left off. We're just going to keep on moving. Blades are sharpened. Remember, you start these 2 bolts by hand. That's it. Just run them down. That's it. Tight. Done. Now, if you want to get real crazy, you have to service the hydrostatic transmission. Here is your top plug, so that should be your fill plug, and here's your lower plug, that's your drain plug. We're not going to touch that. Okay, 20 ounces of 10W30 oil of your choice. Alright, so 20 ounces of your 10W30 oil. Honda recommends Honda, but because I have Mobile One, we're putting in Mobile One. Oil is oil in retro sense. Now remember, there are some people, like my co-workers, who don't even change their lawnmower oil. All they do is top it off. And that's it. Take this off. We'll just write this down. Stick it in there. And we're going to test fire. Check the oil. That's it. Alright guys, if you guys will be the first video after I hit 250 subscribers. It's pretty awesome. I had no idea. I came home from work and my wife informed me with a little bit of a surprise. Anyway, so my train of thought, I'm still kind of taken back. I really appreciate it. I actually have this lawnmower sold for today. So that's pretty cool. But I have to deliver it. So this thing has a little bit of a surge, so we're going to take care of that. So let me show you what I'm talking about. It runs perfect at peak performance, but once you slow it down to a different speed, it starts to surge. Not the end of the world, but we're going to correct that because, I don't know, I'm anal like that. Supposed to be smooth. Yeah, so let's take care of that. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is we're going to be opening up the carburetor, shut the fuel off, right, and run the machine out of gas. Alright, so I got the lawnmower out of gas, so basically I shut off the fuel valve and I let it run till it can't run no more. That means it is out of fuel. So, pull these two tabs off on the top. There's your air filter. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3. Well, let me get you guys on a jack stand. Alright guys, so I gotta have you on a jack stand so you guys can get a better view. Not necessary. 1, 2, 3. Your 10mm bolts. Take them out to expose our carburetor. Set those aside. I like to put them in the air filter cover. Now these two bolts here hold the carburetor. They're pretty long. But don't get intimidated by that. Because it's a lot of gaskets and other stuff to put in. So now we're working the carb cover back. Pull the air filter cover towards you. There is going to be a hose for the crankcase. Kind of just pull that out. And your carburetor is now free. What fell out? This just fell out, so I have to go snake that out. I'm going to do that. And I'll try and do that right now. That's pretty important. Do not lose that piece. See? Right here. That's a sleeve or a collar, as you would say. And if they fall out, it's not the end of the world. You could press these in through the front or through the back. See? Just goes right here. Just going to put that aside. Now, we have to get to the carburetor. So you have these two rings here. Your choke levers here and here. Okay? And then our fuel line is tucked behind it. So what I like to do is you have to bend it. I mean, there's no other way, you know, around it. Make notes. It went here. See this? There's two holes. It goes here. So let's try and do this first. Now let's get this fuel line out. You can use any pliers. I use a set of hose clamp pliers because they're just easier. You get to it and just give it a spin. And that's how you know it's broke free. Okay, fuel line out. You gotta just pay attention to all these stupid gaskets that Honda has. See that? This goes to the machine. So you gotta remember that. Okay. Then right here is our governor spring, governor throttle, auto choke. So let's just take these out. Let's do this first. Now, let's work on everything else. Here's our carburetor. And let's start taking this apart and we'll get this thing cleaned up. Alright, so here's our carburetor. Gonna drop this ball nut. And this is our, should be your idle screw. So believe it or not, we have to, oh there it is, right there. That's our idle screw. So we got to clean this up, pull this out. This is probably our solution, but since we have the carburetor part, we're going to clean this through and through. Let me get some compressed air. You can just wipe it down. I have compressed air, so I'm just going to use it. Remember, according to the guy, this thing was sitting for 2 years. Okay. Fantastic. A little bit better. Let's drop this foot to 10 millimeter. And there's our gasket. Make sure we don't lose that. Let's drop this bolt. Yeah, see? It's actually not so bad inside. Not bad, like I said, man. 2 years this guy said it sat for. I guess that's the beauty of using non-ethanol fuel. Here's our seat. See how it's tipped? That means there's no gasket inside here. So if you have fuel issues where it's overflowing, this tip is missing or worn down. This is our carburetor right here. Got to get a Phillips number 2 screwdriver so you can access that hole, and we're good to go. Alright, got our Phillips number 2. And you see that right here? Just got to take that out. That's all I'm doing. Just twisting. And this should just pop right out. Come on. No, it is this idle screw is kind of in my way. But I don't want to mess with the adjustment because I'm not saying it's impossible, but once the carburetor is installed, you see it's buried behind all those covers. So I try not to take those apart because I have to figure out how many turns. You know what? Let's do this. I think that was like 2.5 turns, 3 turns. Get this screw out. Now we should pop this out. Alright, that's out. That's our idle hole. So, let's just do some compressor. Let's see if we could find anything. It's pretty good. Nope, nothing. Put your float hole. The jet. We're actually going to pull that jet out. I'm going to go right in the hole. Alright, let me go get a nice flat tip and we're going to take this jet out. Alright, just a nice flat tip screwdriver right inside this hole. You guys have to see it, probably camera can't catch it. But this was really loose. What the hell? Oh my god. That was probably our problem. Wow. So that means somebody must have been in here at some point. I highly doubt that this thing was loose from the factory. Anyway, so let's clean this up. Eventually this would have worked its way out. You know, vibrating. Come on. I'm just trying to knock the jet out. Come on. Come on. Almost there. Almost there. Are you serious? This is insane. This doesn't want to come out. What's happening? Alright, man, I can't get this. This has to come out. This has to. I don't want to try and pry at this and mess up the threads. This is bad. Okay, it's getting there. It's like right at the tip here. Let's see if I can get something to grab it out. Alright, see if I can just grab this with my needle nose. I'm hoping. It's like you almost need a set of tweezers instead. the freak has tweezers on them? Next tool. Next up, just a set of picks. Just need to just get this out. Come on. This is brutal. You see that? It's like it's not coming out straight. There we go. Jesus. Quick shot of this. I wonder if that was our issue. It's from the loose jet. The jet was loose, right? So everything, your emulsion tube, everything was dropped down lower. So let me just... Everything is probably most likely squeaky clean. I guarantee you that was the problem. But let me just follow up everything with just a quick blast of everything I did with the air. Just going to do with CARB cleaner. Make sure these holes are good. That's really it. Nothing else to do. And we'll just go up through here. And it's like a nice steady stream. You know you're golden. See that? It all came out. Alright, time to put this thing back together. Jesus. I hope that's the right way. Whoops. Alright. Now the funny part, you see that? Look at all these metal shavings. Like I feel like this has been jacked up before. Let's just see if we can get this snug. Alright, see? That's it. Just a quarter turn. Let's get our idle screw in there. Nice and easy. I actually have to take this out. I really don't want to take this out. But here we are. Now, this is spring loaded, so be careful. You don't want to miss everything. So now we have a good view. Tight. Okay, let's put our screw back in. Now, if I remember correctly, I had about 3.5, 4 threads passed. This point here. Oh, come on. It's a beautiful thing about a magnetic tip screwdriver. See that? Thank you, Cobalt. You guys know I'm a huge Snap-on fan. Snap-on don't got no magnetic tip screwdrivers. So let's compress this spring. Okay, that's that. needle and seat. Go back in. Let's just get this corrosion out. Okay, like so. Hold that in. We will stick that in like so. Just get it in the hole. That's all that matters. Right? And then now we could just stick our pin through. Stick that in there. Now remember, carburetor that was going in, this is going to be the outside, so you always want to have the nut facing the front of the lawnmower because that's where you have access. Technically, when you winterize your lawnmower, right, you pull this nut off and the gas comes out and you're good to go. That's it. Alright, so we're back. Remember, the fuel line was the first thing we took off, so that's the last thing. Governor spring, and remember the back one is where the linkage was hooked up to. So let's do that. Like so. And then now, because this is like a spring per se, that's always the last thing I hook up because that could be easily manipulated to get in its hole. Compared to the linkage. So we're in. Now if we remember, this was like the last line of defense. So this part, per se, kind of gets tricky because you have to line up all of these while you put this in. So let's start here. Right? I just set it in the hole. Push this in. Okay, and now we have to use this piece. And this was a spacer. Line this up. Remember, start these by hand. So you do not want to strip anything out. Now we're started by hand, we're good to go. Alright, let's tighten this down. Actually, let's hook up the fuel line. Then as we put this back together, we can allow fuel flow. That's my bad. We have to actually hook up this fuel line, which we did. Now, we have to start this all over again. Oops. So remember, hook up the fuel line, and then you start lining all this stuff up. Now don't get upset if these collars pop out, like if that happened earlier in the video, right? They pop out while putting in the carburetor and they're just sitting on the rod. That's okay, because when you tighten the carburetor down, they will find its way home into that hole. Everything is going to be alright. So I'm just starting this by hand. Yep, we're good. Gonna allow fuel flow. Crankcase vent. And our last, but not least, the last air filter cover screw. So let's see what happens. So hopefully I put that emulsion tube in the right way. We'll find out. Surging. I got lucky. Put it on the right way. Purring like a kitten. Just like a Honda, the way it should be. Alright guys, that's it. You know, put the air filter cover on. That's pretty easy. I'm actually going to blow this out. You know, air filter cover on. Use your mechanical instinct, the way it came on, the way it came off. Alright guys, if you guys found this video helpful, smash the like button, smash that subscribe button, and guess what? I'll see you guys on the next episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram. And once again, man, appreciate 250 subscribers. Here's to another 250, another 250,000, and more. Alright, later. Alright guys, I just confirmed with the buyer. I'm going to be dropping it off around like 2:30ish, 2:45ish for $500. Have to go to Smithtown. Really not a far drive at all. It's actually on the way home. So let's get this thing loaded up. Sell my Red Max today, but guy ghosted me. Nothing to lose. Later. Alright, so we're back. Honda Lawnmower sold. I had that thing turned and burned in 48 hours. I could have sold it yesterday, but I got off work late. Wife surprised me with I hit 250 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So we celebrated with a bang, and that kind of ate up our time. Then we had to go someplace. So one more has been sold. $500. Not too bad. $20 I paid for that lawnmower. But remember, he didn't even have that advertised. I came there to buy it for a snowblower. So it always tells you, I always double down on that. If you're buying something, it doesn't hurt to ask if you're selling anything else. Another snow commander followed me on my way home. And then believe it or not, it's crazy, this bad boy might be going today. So I kind of have to reconfigure things. Hopefully the guy messages me back. He wanted to pick it up right then and there, but obviously I was busy hustling. So if not, I got to pick up a couple generators for repair, another set, and hopefully this guy isn't pressed for time and I could show you guys how he works some generators. So yeah, that's it. I'm calling this, that's it. We're done for today. This video series is done. There's just been so much that's been going on, and I need to start something else. You know what I mean? Follow me on Instagram. I showed you the picture of me acquiring the lawnmower, and then the YouTube channel shows you how I turned this $20 lawnmower into a $500 lawnmower. Now, I usually do not deliver machines, right, unless you give me some sort of payment beforehand. And that's additional top of the machine, unless it's something a little bit different. But the reason why I chose to deliver full asking price and no deposit per se is that we're in September and our season is very limited. So right now the only chance of me of selling lawnmowers is new house acquisitions, which is what we have now, and breakdowns, which is probably this person, they've been hounding me all day. Lawnmower probably broke down of some sort and they need a new one. Hopefully this is the one. Hopefully I got home in time to salvage this deal and they didn't buy from somebody else. So that's really it. It's not like, I call it the spring sprint, is that, you know, everybody takes out their lawnmower and it doesn't start and they need something else and they're looking to upgrade because they don't like what they have. It's a completely different atmosphere. Now we're selling lawnmowers at a significantly slower rate. Can't remember the last time I sold. Actually, you know, I sold a lawnmower last week. But the time before that, I don't remember. Oh well. Win some, lose some. But in the end, no matter what, we're always in the green. We're getting lucky. We really are. We really got lucky. There is no other way to define that Honda. This whole video series is just pure luck. I did go buy a snowblower. You have anything else? Walked away with 2 lawnmowers for an additional $20. You know, I had no idea that this was an $800 lawnmower until I brought it home. Actually, I did it the next day or two because I had to do a few other things. Wheeled it out. Same, right? It's got a blade clutch. It's got a hydrostatic. Let me check this out real quick. Oh, hey. You know, so I got lucky. So that's a good thing. Luck is good. Sometimes when you do good things or whatever, somehow it comes back to you. I'm a believer in that. Juju, God, Muhammad, whatever, comes back to you somehow, some way. So yeah, that's it. I'm done ranting. I'm like I said, I'm just at a loss of words for this whole video series, from the acquisition to sale. I honestly thought, I was telling my wife the other day that I'm thinking about, because it's just a really, really nice high-end machine, I was just going to drain the gas and throw it into storage. I mean, I didn't really think I was going to sell this thing for $500 in September, but I did. And my goal was to just throw it into storage and just wait till the spring comes along, and that thing would have been gobbled up and gone just like that. So it's funny how things work. It is what it is. So anyway, guys, if you guys found this video series helpful, entertaining, if it's frustrating, whatever, leave a comment, man. Good or bad. I love I love criticism, but it has to be constructive. Can't say you do this, can't say you do that, and you give me no rhyme or reason, then you're an idiot. That's what it really comes down to. Oh, and speaking of idiots, so talking about delivering, right? Went to the house, everything was good with the guy. Here comes the wife. Do you have a receipt? No. Come on, who does that? Do you have the owner's manual? No. It's a lawnmower. What the heck you need a owner's manual for? So they're like, oh, okay, fine. Hands me the money, and she's like, wait. Cut the grass. Let's see if he's comfortable with this. What? Are you kidding me? Comfortable? Oh, hell no. So, me, the bum McClaw I am, I'm sitting there watching the guy. Now, it's a good thing I stayed, because he has pavers like I have, like on the border, right? But I have that opening right there. He has no opening. So when he went to go do the lawnmower, he activated the blades, and then he was about to go over the Belgian box. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop. You can't do that, man. Wait till you get on the grass. Oh, okay. And then I'm like, I'm out of here. They already handed me my money. Jumped in the Rari, took a quick picture. I'll snap that of him mowing in the wind, and I'm gone. See you later. Love you. Bye. All right, guys. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and guess what? I'll see you guys in the next episode of PATTAY'S Performance, and don't forget, subscribe to me on Instagram. All right, guys? Later.